Hey there boys and girls, like Skillfake here. Today I'm showing you the last part of my sniper rifle comparison video. Today we'll be featuring the attachments. At first we will check out the bipod, then the suppressor, then the straight pull bolt, and then scopes and sights. We will start out with the SV98. Okay, I attached the bipod and it needed 20 milliseconds to deploy. Now we will check out the suppressor. I attached a suppressor to it, and as you can see right now, it needs about 1 second for around 350 meters. So the velocity will be about the same. So you could say 300 to 350 meters per second. The bullet drop goes down to the fourth line. Now we will check out the same thing with the M40A5. And again, we have these 20 milliseconds with the bipod to deploy. I messed a bit up, so sometimes there's 21, sometimes there's 20. We have the exact same time for the velocity. So normally the M40A5 is a bit slower than the SV98, but as you can see, the bullet travels the same. Again, that makes 350 meters per second. Now we will check out the M98B, the most powerful rifle. Again, 20 milliseconds to deploy, and for shooting with a suppressor, we have the same time like with the other sniper rifles, 1 second for 350 meters. The bullet drops, again, like with all the others, goes down to the fourth line, or just right underneath this little black window or square. Our last rifle will be the L96. Again, 20 milliseconds to deploy the bipod. And for the suppressor, we will have a quite surprising result. No, not really. The bullet goes. The bullet goes. Just the same like with all the other sniper rifles. So if you attach a suppressor to your rifle, the bullet drop and the velocity will be exactly the same with all 4 rifles. Just a few more shots so you can see. Again, right underneath this little window or black square. So now the straight pull bolt. With the straight pull bolt there really is no big difference. The only thing I saw was that the L96 and the SV98 lean a bit more to the side, whereas where the M98B and the M40A5 stay more centered at the middle. Okay, now we have the scopes and sights test. The first scope we will check out will be the infrared night vision sight or scope. It needs 10 milliseconds to ADS, just like the ballistic zoom, the 7x zoom and the standard 8x zoom. But it's pretty hard to use because there are no big dark areas in Battlefield 3 and it's just too much light around, in my opinion. Okay, the next sight is the holographic sight. It needs 5 milliseconds to ADS, that's one of the fastest in Battlefield 3. It's really good if you're in close quarters and you have to aim really quick. So, our next sight or scope will be the red dot sight. Yes, there you go. So the red dot sight is just as fast as the holographic sight. As you can see, 5 milliseconds. Again, good for close quarters and pretty fun to use in small areas. So the next one will be the 3.4x zoom. In my opinion, this sight or scope is basically almost the same as the 4x zoom. It needs longer than the red dot sight, which will need 7 milliseconds. Okay, again, a pretty good scope or sight to use in close quarters, inside of rooms, but not made or designed for long range shots. Now we have our last scope, which will be the 4x zoom scope, the ACOG and the PSO1. Again, just the same like the 3.4x zoom, 7 milliseconds to ADS. And now I have again a little result screen for you, where you can see all the stuff we checked out. Suppressor velocity is about 350 meters per second. Bullet drop goes down to the 4th line. It's the same with all the rifles. Don't forget that the L96 has another zoom factor, so it's really, I guess, the 2nd line with it. The bipod needs around 20 milliseconds to deploy. The AES with the different scopes, basically you have 10 milliseconds with the normal scopes. With the infrared night vision, again 10 milliseconds. 5 milliseconds with holographic and red dot sights. 4 times and a 3.4 times zoom will be 7 milliseconds. I haven't checked out the laser pointer and the flashlight because, in my opinion, they don't do too much. At least too much things you can check out. I mean, you can see with the laser pointer you have less hip spread. The crosshairs are tighter together, and with the flashlight you can blind your enemies. I mean, that's pretty obviously. And okay, that was my 3rd part, the attachments. I hope you enjoyed it, and Lucky Skill Faker out.